Hello everybody, welcome to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager, the Unemployment Challenge, and we had a very good start to the month of April. Very set a ball, Saul scored the opening goal, and then Federico Tizan scored that effort, which cannoned in off the crossbar, so we had a good start. 2 goals in a matter of 5 minutes, and then just 4 minutes later we found ourselves going 3-0 up. When Kubas plays it to Soares, he finds Bahima, and he finds Hassan out wide to Ordonez. He plays in the middle, doesn't get to his team initially, but then Willens gets to the end of that cross and finds Daniel Silva, who scores his 31st goal of the season. And Setable did try to come back in this. They had a decent amount of shots on target, but they just weren't very prolific or very good chances. We found ourselves going 4-0 up in the 68th minute of the game when Jetro Willens, again, with a magnificent cross by the way, finds Cabezas for his first goal of the season. Maybe his first ever goal for the club, I don't know. But it was very good and we were in a very strong position. And I'll just say here now, this is probably one of the best performances we had this month. In a month that was actually quite good. We have a few more matches to go, including against Sporting Lisbon and Barcelona at the Nou Camp. So, could we shock people? And what do we do in this next match? So we had a game in the Taça de Portugal against Sporting Lisbon, going into this game 3-2 down, looking to get a win, to win on the way goals. Just even 1-0 win, and we got the 1-0 win. Pinto finds Jetro Willens, who finds Daniel Silva. They love to link up this season. That's Silva's 32nd goal of the season now, and that goal was enough to give us the win to send us to the Taça de Portugal final. And I'm very happy that's the case, because we really wanted to have a good game. We really wanted to make sure that we were going to be the champions. We were going to win everything this year, because we already got the Taça da Liga. We want the league title as well, and we also want the Taça de Portugal. And things are going quite nicely. We've got Porto in the final of that final this time. But yeah, we're looking to make sure we actually win this tournament for the first time under my leadership, and it'd be quite nice if we did. We then found ourselves hosting Martimo in the league, and we had a good game. Pinto finds Lazaro, who starts this time. It was a bit of a changed squad for this match because of the fact we had Barcelona after this match at our ground, and we had a good start. And we could have done better. I say we could have done better, despite the fact it's a 4-0 win, but we find ourselves going 2-0 up in the 38th minute of the game. Pinto finds Jetro Willens, who's been absolutely magnificent recently. Probably the competition's increases made him better. And Pinto has another chance to cross it in. He finds Desan. Cabezas keeps it in. Not the best pass in the world. And Jetizak finds Pinto, who scores to make it 2-0. So, poor cross initially from Pinto actually leads to him getting the goal. So, that's nice. And my team are getting better and better. And now we are in the second half, and we're going to try and make it 3-0, which we will. Hugo Lazaro scores with efforts. It's a powerful effort. And that is goal number 12 this season. 11 games without defeat apparently in a row. Curto finds Cataldi, unfortunately for him. And we now find ourselves going forward up in the 81st minute of the game. Vorges, who's come on from the bench, finds Jetro Willens. He's finding Rail. He finds Cataldi. Joseph plays it in the middle, cleared away to Cataldi, who finds Borges, who finds back of the net. It is 4-0 in the 81st minute of the game, his 7th of the season, and it was a comfortable match. I'm just going to say here and now. I mean, yes, we did make some changes to the lineup. Mina came in, Cabezas was starting as well, Lazaro started, but I love how much depth I have on my side right now that I can make as many changes as possible and I still am able to win. Now we have Barcelona, and it's a 0-0 game, which I'm very happy about because it means we get a clean sheet at home. And we find ourselves actually having the better chances. Pinto hits the crossbar, which for me was shocking enough as it is, because I thought Barcelona were the better team. And we have another chance here, corner, and we get a penalty. Lucinio has handballed that, and we have a chance from the spots. Now, looking at the scoreline, unfortunately, this doesn't go in, because it's a good save from Desagan, who turns it over the bar. So, unfortunately for us, we don't get the win. finding the penalty spot. Silva plays this in and comfortably takes care of it. Second half now, and I know it's obvious it's going to be an 0-0 game, but we generally felt in the second half Barcelona were the better team at times because they were nowhere in the first half. But the thing is about Barcelona, they only got one shot on target in the entire match, so that's disappointing. We had 7, so we definitely were the better team on the night. And JLAB finds Suarez. He's going to go and try and find Ordonez. Keeps it in just about. Plays it in the middle again. Cataldi finds Suarez. Cataldi. And just taking our time. Ordonez loses out. How unfortunate to Gonzalez. Here's Colin. Plays it to Neymar, who's still there. And that was a shot from effort, from distance. Don't know why. We have another corner now. Silva takes this and it's cleared away. And Silva is a big guy, so I probably shouldn't be making him take corners so he can get in the end of these crosses, but it doesn't matter. We said to do well. Capizes now on the ball, who I forgot to change out, by the way. Desan's now there. Cataldi, Suarez, finds Capizes, finds Silva, but the Stegen is able to intercept it, and we managed to get a draw against Barcelona, so no away goal. That's important. That will lead to some things in the future. And it's nice to know that we could actually stop a very good Barcelona side from scoring, honestly. Because they're not a bad team. They got to Sagan still, who is not bad. He's 35 now, but he's very good. You got Puglisi, who's there, 19 and 19 compared to us. You got Rugani, who's still there, 32 years of age, is out there, sorry. You got Adrian Lopez, who's a very good player nowadays. You got Alexandre Colin, who's a Frenchman. Doesn't seem like a French name, but there you go. He's good at what he does. You got Gonzalo Guedes, who was actually at Benfica at one point. And Paris Saint-Germain, if I'm correct. Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain, I swear he was there at one point. He's at Leverkusen as well. Rossellino, who gave her the penalty with the handball. You got Tielemans, who's here. He's joining Chelsea apparently at the end of the season. You got Jesus Gonzalez, who was at Benfica at one point before he went to Barcelona. You got Alfredo Piqué, who's actually on loan at Hearts last year. He's got 20 goals in 31 matches this year. You got Neymar, who's still a decent player. Only worth 2.8 million now, but he's still been paid quite a bit of money. So yeah, it wasn't a bad team we faced off against. They got Alvaro Morata as well. So that's a bit of a bold move. He was at Arsenal at one point. He just signed for Barca this season. You got Nebi Keita, who's also there. And that's something. You got Hristov, who's there. Bulgarian international. And you got Umtiti, who's still there. So they got a decent side. You got Kurt Zouma also still here, who's also joined at some point. So it's not a bad Barcelona team. And we managed to stop them from scoring. So now we have a game away from home against Real Avi, and this is a completely different lineup for the most part. And unfortunately for them, Desan intercepts the defender's possession and finds Azaro, who gets his 13th goal of the season, 20 minutes in. And Real Avi were not very good today. They gave away a corner, and Mina scores after Goya. After Julia or Goya scored. Mina scored. Goya gave the assist, and we actually quite easily beat them in the end. Despite the fact it was a completely different lineup for the most part. Thompson starting, Goya starting, Mina starting. Keepers stayed the same. Jessiak, Rail, Kubas, Island, Desan, Capizes, Lazaro. Apart from the keeper and Capizes, I think for the most part the entire starting 11 was changed, which said a lot about how much I can change the lineup from Barcelona to a game in the league. Just shows how much depth we have and how strong the team is, really, doesn't it? So then we went to Barcelona and we started the attack. New camp. We went here last time, got battered 3-0. This time we changed our tactics. This time I knew what I needed to do. I knew what I had to do. And Suarez is on the ball now. Borges, Silva, Ordonez, Borges, Silva, Cataldi, Suarez, Borges, Ordonez, out wide, finds Bohemia. He plays it across to Daniel Silva, who scores the only goal of the game. 7 minutes in, 33 goals this year. That goal was enough to beat Barcelona at the Nou Camp and for us to go through to the Champions League semi-final. We have done what I genuinely admittedly thought was impossible. We have shocked one of the biggest teams in world football. And what makes this even more bizarre is the fact that Barcelona in the last 3 seasons have actually gone to the final of the Champions League. And they were winners just 2 years ago. We have ended their run of Champions League finals. We've done the impossible. We have shocked Barcelona. We then went to the Nou Camp. But then we went to Chavez in the league and we got a win. Borja scored the only goal of the game, and admittedly, this was a bit harder than the Barcelona game was. At least I can understand why we weren't as good. Because, well, despite the fact it's the same scoreline, I understand why we were not as well prepared for the Barcelona game. But Chavez game, despite the fact we won 1-0, I felt slightly disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I think this game was a bit tougher than the Barcelona game in regards that we struggled to understand why they were able to do as well. And it was the same lineup that went and played against Barcelona, so it's not like it was a bad team. It just confused me. Maybe they were tired, I don't know, but they shouldn't have done as well as they did to only hold us to a 1-0 win. I'm just going to say it here and now. However, this is how the league table looks right now, and we're second place, but, and this is a big but, Porto played yesterday in April. I went into May, and they're the only team to have played in April right now because they beat Nasser the area by, I think, 4 goals or something like that. It was Chavez. They faced Chavez. Sorry, my mistake. They got that wrong. They faced Chavez, who they beat 3-1, and Nasser de Madeira 1-2 against Lyra, who are bottom of the table and going to get relegated. But yeah, we were in a good position. We are in a strong position now because Porto dropped points. They dropped 2 points against Setaport, who we beat 4-0 the game before. So, yeah, we're in a good position. I think we can win our second league title in a row. And let's see who we are facing in the Champions League, shall we? So after beating Barcelona, our reward is a game against Paris Saint-Germain. Oh god, this is going to be difficult. Man United had Borussia Dortmund, who knocked out, I think they knocked out Bayern Munich. I think they did. Yeah, they knocked out Bayern Munich, so they've got revenge in that regard. Arsenal were beaten by Paris Saint-Germain, despite winning 4-2 in the second leg. Man City were beaten 4-2 overall, because they lost 3-0 in the first leg. So the team that we were in the group with actually were out knocked out in the last round, so that's interesting. And to sum up how dominant Paris Saint-Germain have been, they were in 4 consecutive finals in a row before the last 2 seasons. So they're not a bad team. They won 3 times in 4 years in a Champions League. Then again, Man United had done that as well. So, yeah, this is really weird. Oh, Man City won the Champions League final at one point against beat team Atletico Madrid. But that's not here or there. But we're in a good position, and we're going to try and do our best against Paris Saint-Germain, who are one of the big teams now in European football. But anyway, I am going to end this video here. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will like and share this video, and that you will subscribe to my channel, and that you'll follow me on Twitch and Twitter, and that you'll support me on Patreon. All that does really help me out a lot. And so anyway, until next time, goodbye, and well, good night.